now it's time for Mr. Graham. Homework out. You get homework out. Let's start. What? All right. Thanks for joining me today, guys. It's been a long day for me. I'm staying after school doing all the homework help at once. So I'm a little tired, but we're gonna do these pages together. You should be on page 322 and 323. Let's get it started. Here we go. Number 14, you'll see. Name a kind of triangle that has a line of symmetry. Name another kind of triangle that doesn't have a line of symmetry. You know what we're gonna do? Because we're that kind of student, we're the better students. We're gonna go a step further. We're gonna name and we're gonna draw. So here we go. A kind of triangle that has a line of symmetry. If you were doing homework earlier this week, you may remember this from like the earlier pages. There's an isosceles triangle. And then there's a scalene triangle. Whoa, look at that crazy scalene triangle. Now, an isosceles triangle, I'm going to go ahead and write this down real quick. Oh, come on. Come on, computer. Are you kidding me? There we go. I'm going to type it right here. Isosceles. There you go. Isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. Cool. All typed up. Nice. All right. Those are the two triangles we're talking about. And look back at our drawings. The isosceles triangle has a line of symmetry from there to there. Because if you folded it on that line, you made a little fold, those two pieces would fit perfectly together. So an isosceles triangle has a line of symmetry. But look at the scalene triangle. There's no line we can make. I mean, if you drew it from there, like, even if I was more careful, those two sides still wouldn't be the same. Those two sides, it's just too sloppy. A scalene triangle, but a scalene triangle, we're gonna do this. A scalene triangle has none. Remember that. Isosceles triangle, cool. Scalene triangle, not cool. A bonus question. You can tell me tomorrow for a ticket. What? Here it is, listen. What about an equilateral triangle? What can you tell me about the lines of symmetry in an equilateral triangle? Tell me in the morning for a bonus ticket. Oh man, you've never done that before. Oh, exciting. All right, here we go. Draw all of the lines of symmetry on the figure. How many lines of symmetry are there? Ooh, look at this little beaver guy on the side. Like maybe he's giving us clues. What point in a figure do all lines of symmetry pass through? I know that. That's the center. Draw the figure on a piece of granite. But I don't want to do that. All right. So it has to cross through the center. Check it out. This is a line of symmetry. This is a line of symmetry. And there is no other line of symmetry. You might think, what about, but Mr. Graham, hold on a second, Mr. Graham. What about from this diagonal point, right there? Well, I hear you. Both those sides are similar, but trust me, if you tried folding on that line, like if you folded the shape sideways, try drawing it, cutting it out, and folding it, if you don't believe me. If you try folding it on that blue line, it would not fold perfectly. You would see parts of it like sticking out. So that's why those diagonal pieces on this particular shape are no good. So how many lines of symmetry are there? Not the blue one, just the red one. So I'm counting 1 and I'm counting 2. Wait. Let's lose a complete sentence. There are 2, that's an ugly 2, sorry. 2 lines of symmetry. Yes. Let's move on. Last one. Which figure shows the correct lines of symmetry? Circle the letter of the correct answer. So look at this little moose. He's telling you, imagine folding the figures in half along the lines. Thanks, moose. So, look carefully. Look super carefully. Like this one's kind of tricky. It's kind of not fair, actually. Some of these are kind of correct. Some of these are super wrong. And only one of them is actually correct. The most super wrong one is A. A is super wrong. Because of the slanted sides in this parallelogram and its general unevenness, it's got no lines of symmetry. So those lines of symmetry are fake. So sorry, no good A. Let's look at B. B. Are both sides exactly the same? It kind of looks like it is. We're going to keep B for now, okay? How about C? Well, C is one of the kinda right ones. I'll tell you why. It's kinda right because this line and this line are okay. Remember, earlier in the homework, earlier in the week, we looked at an oval, and it only had 2 lines of symmetry. But the diagonal lines in an oval are no bueno. So guess what? C ruined it. It ruined it by putting diagonal lines on an oval. Those diagonal lines, they're not lines of symmetry. Now look at D. You might think, hey, D is good, right, Mr. Graham? Looks okay to me. It looked okay to me. Come on, man. It looks fun. No! It's not okay. It's not okay. I mean, some of them are okay. This one's okay. And this one's okay. But the diagonal lines are not okay. First of all, if you folded them on those diagonal lines, they would not match up perfectly. Second of all, you can only do that. You can only do that when the angles are all the same. Look, that angle's little. Look at that angle. It's large. That ruins some of these lines of symmetry. And I promise you, if you cut out the shape just like you see it, and you draw the same lines, the red ones will work. The red ones will work. But the other ones, if you fold it on that line, they won't match up perfectly. You'll have little parts of it like sticking off at the end. So the correct answer is B. B, the tree. B, the tree. Michael chose D as the correct answer. How did he get that? He forgot the angle rule. I'm going to put that. He forgot that shapes need to have equal sides and equal angles for, what do they have to have them for? They have to have them for diagonal Oh no. Lines of symmetry. The other lines of symmetry are okay, like I told you. The red one, those are okay because they're not diagonal. But those other diagonal lines, those aren't going to work unless you have equal sides and equal angles. That's just the way it is. It's like that, and that's the way it is. All right, guys. That's all the time we have for homework tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. Always a pleasure to have you guys doing your homework. I'll see you next time. Bye.